how do you do? Look what I've picked up. Cyril, have you had bookmakers on this stage? It's not warm. It must have been dropped last night. Liberace's. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sunday night at the London Paladian. Hasn't been much in the news this week, has there? Apart from Lana's letters. If only those letters had been written by Khrushchev and addressed to President Eisenhower. Would have been a much better world, wouldn't it? Well, did you see the girls? Well, girls. Half of them are worrying about their sons doing their national service. But makes a change to see a bunch of girls like that on television, because I feel that these days we're getting too many medical shows, you know, Emergency Ward 10. Then they transmit from the operating theatre of a hospital. You know, if this carries on much longer, next year you'll be able to get your TV licence on the National Health. Yeah, can you imagine if the British Medical Association started running television? They'd have shows like the Burns and Abrasion Show, I Love Leukemia, Sunday night at the London Clinic. And any expectant mother that beats the clock gets the jackpot. But it seems television's affecting the doctors. My own doctor now, he's thrown away his stethoscope. He said nobody listens in. Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my very great pleasure to introduce to you a fabulous act. Now, I think the name is Pinky. Is that a good start? That's not bad, and I haven't remembered it since rehearsal. I've been worrying about jokes. Anyway, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you Pinky and Perky and Company. Thank you. You know, I must tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I passed Sabrina's house the other day. You can tell her house got big bow windows. And got a notice on the gate, no hawkers, no circulars, no carpenters. And what do you think of these film stars with the sleeping tablets? They're mad. Some of them should go and see their own films. I received a letter from South Africa only yesterday from a Zulu chief I met there. Wrote to me and said, "Dear Tomala." That's Zulu. He said, "I saw Tommy Steele. I think your British native tribal dances are very savage." Well, now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you a young man from America. His ancestors were Cherokee Indians. The call boy hasn't given a knock at the door. We just sent a smoke signal. Well, ladies and gentlemen, right at the top of the hit parade, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you, making his first appearance on English TV, his first appearance at Sunday night at the London Paladian, Marvin Rainwater.
The news is out all over town that you've been seen running round. I know that I should leave, but then I just can't go. You went again. Today I passed you on the street, and my heart fell at your feet. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Somebody else was by your side, and he looked so satisfied. I can't help it if I'm still in love with you. Like a bird that's lost its maiden flight, I'm alone and oh so blue tonight. Like a piece of driftwood on the sea, may you never be alone like me. Goodbye, Joe, me gotta go, me oh my oh. Me gotta go, pull the B-roll down the bow. Brave on the sweetest one, me oh my oh. Son of a gun, we'll have a big fun on the bayou. Dance a light across the tide of the big old boat. Off tonight I'm gonna see Mama Shed on me oh. Big guitar, fill the jar and be gay. Son of a gun, we'll have a big fun on the bayou. Thank you very much. That was a medley of songs written and recorded by our most beloved country singer, Hank Williams. And I want to return your hospitality by saying, Nagana Sid Shinabi O Gimao Yo-Yo, Oklahoma, which means anytime you're in America, come over and see me in Oklahoma. It takes a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. It takes a whole lot of kissing and a whole lot of holding her hand. It takes a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. 'Cause she's a whole lot of woman and she gotta have a whole lot of man. Well, when she loved me so hard, she almost make me mad. And when she kissed me, well, she don't miss me, I know I've been had. It takes a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. It takes a whole lot of kissing and a take a whole lot of loving just to keep my baby happy. Oh, she's a whole lot of woman and she gotta have a whole lot of man. She's a whole lot of woman and she gotta have a whole lot of man. 'Cause she's a whole lot of woman and she gotta have a whole lot of man.
Marvin was telling me he's going to do a concert in Manchester. Going to do about 30 minutes on the stage. It'll be the least rainwater they've had in Manchester for years. See, the BBC are building a television centre all above the ground. They won't have cellars in it. And now, ladies and gentlemen, someone I know you're going to enjoy. Stopping the show twice nightly here on the Curran Bill at the London Palladium, it's my great pleasure to introduce to you for the first time, Sunday night at the London Palladium, Dick Shawn.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tommy. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This will be the very first time I've had the pleasure of appearing on television here in London. I say it's a great honor. Back in the States, I've appeared on several of the shows. As you call them here, we call them the spectaculars. Everything is spectacular back in the United States. All the shows, spectacular this, spectacular that. As far as we're concerned, the entertainers, the only thing spectacular about television is the money, of which we don't get, fellas like myself. I mean, Bob Hope, he gets spectacular money. He gets about 30,000 pounds a show. That's spectacular money. Bing Crosby gets about 50,000 pounds a show. That's spectacular money. But my money, sort of cute. Not that I'm complaining, but I see what's happening. The electronic age, television, airplanes faster than sound. How can anyone relax? I heard of a new airplane so fast, it left California. 2 rabbits got on the plane. They landed in New York. 2 rabbits got off. They were brothers. It's all speed. Push, get ahead. I don't care who your best friend is. If you're sitting with him now, at home, in your living room, he's trying to outdo you some way. Everybody's trying to outdo each other. You tell your best friend, you make 13 pounds a week. He says, I make 20 pounds. Tell him you pay 5 pounds rent a month. He'll say, I pay 10 pounds. Tell him you have a brand new Ford car. You just paid for it, and you're very proud of it. I got a brand new Cadillac. Tell him you're in a terrible accident, a horrible, messy affair, and your car ran up a pole. And inevitably they'll say, how far up the pole? Speed, how can we relax? It's even affecting me. Ever since I got out of the service, I've had to earn a living, which is very unfortunate. At such an early age, I shouldn't be out working. I should be out having fun. Such a young fellow. Working for a living. This is all wrong. How I ever got into show business, I'll never know. Maybe that's the reason. I didn't want to work. As a kid, I was always alone. Shy, quiet. That was me. Very sensitive child. I used to sit in the corner for hours, all alone. Quiet. I was an idiot. I think I was alone too much. Always alone. And I developed this split personality. Psychiatrists have a name for it. They call it schizophrenia. Schizophrenia. He's a happy little schizophrenic. Schizophrenia means a split personality, means two people within one. The constant struggle we all have within ourselves, of the good, the bad, the weak and the strong, discovered many years ago by those two famous psychiatrists, Sam Schizo and Joe Freeney. And that's me, two people within one. On one side I'm very strong, oh so very strong, manly, muscular, a tower of strength. The other side I'm very shy, quiet. Don't touch me, I break in little pieces. It's all my parents' fault. One of them was strong, manly, muscular, hairy. That was Mother. If only they left me alone as a kid. No, they kept pushing me all the time. Dad used to push me. He wanted a bright kid. Intellectually wanted. He gave me nothing but books as a child, sitting in the corner hour after hour reading books. That was me as a kid. And when I was 5 years old, I knew all about geometry. This wasn't normal, 5 years old. At 12, I knew all about nuclear fission all day long with those books. At 18, I was discussing atomic energy with people like Einstein. Now I'm 29. Get me abroad, will you? I want to go overseas. But I don't want to hang as long as I've got to wait for that laugh. Everything, two people, half man, half animal. One side of me likes to sing ordinary songs, opera. And the other side's an animal, like that fella Elvis, he moves around hot. One more time. What am I going to do? The only happy days I recoil as a child. Recoil, that's a good one. Recall. As a recoil. Were those I spent in college as an athlete. I went up for all the sports as a kid. I played everything. Sports like basketball. Hockey. But my favorite was boxing. Man, I used to love to box all day long. I used to love to fight. I remember I was only about a kid, 18 years old, preparing for my intercollegiate championship bout. Just a kid, 18 years old, full of ideals and energy. When I noticed, standing in the corner watching me work out, was a rather fancy-dressed man. He watched me for a while, see, and he walks over to me, and he says to me, "Hiya, big boy." And I said, "Hello, fancy-dressed man." And he was fancily dressed, impeccably groomed. I've never seen a man with such a wardrobe. He had patent leather shoes, a shiny silk suit, pleated white bosom, no shirt, just a pleated white bosom. I'll never forget those words. He said, "Man, I'm going to make you the next heavyweight champ of the world. With my brain and your right hand, you're going to be the next heavyweight champ of the world. The other guy's been up there too long. They need new young blood. Yours." Yeah, did you say champ of the world? I was singing with Count Basie at the time, you see. Right then and there I made up my mind. Why not me? Heavyweight champ of the world. I can see myself now, after 100 fights, my face on the front page. That means nothing. I'm just loosening up. Right then and there, the first person I thought of was my mother, little mom, scrubbing floors in that old gymnasium to send me through school, just to make up enough pennies. And I looked down at her scrubbing away, and I said, "Psst. Psst." That was her name. Psst, psst. It was short for Sadie. I said, "Mother, I'm going to be a fighter, Mother. I'm going to be the next heavyweight champ of the world. Fancy-dressed man said I can make it. And I'm going to get you everything you ever wanted in life. Look at you, you're getting old and tired and gray. No more scrubbing for you, honey. I'm taking over now. I'm going to be a fighter." And Mom would lift her little head up from the floor and say to me in that funny little way, "I don't mind scrubbing for you, son, but you're all I got left. Fighting's not for you. That man's evil. You'll end up in the gutter like the rest of them. You'll never be a fighter. Not you, son. A fighter you'll never be. Never will you ever be a fighter. A fighter never you be, will ever never be. Be fighter never you will ever never you fight be. Be a fighter you never. Yeah, but you don't understand, Mom. I'm doing it for you. How do you think I feel watching you scrub the floors every night till your knuckles are raw? Let me get you some decent clothes, a home in the country, a Jaguar, a new pail. Good show. Whatever that means. And Mom will lift her little head and say, son, if that's the way it's going to be, that's the way it's going to be. Funny how life plays funny tricks. I work a whole lifetime, send you through school, and you're leaving with him. I'm all alone now. Pop's gone. Sonny's gone. You're all I got left. That's the way it goes. Unlucky me. Me unlucky. Luck on me. Muck on luck. Muck on nook no. Don't muck on nook no me, Ma. Muck on nook no you. I got a chance to be heavyweight champion of the world. I'll be there ready to deliver the heavyweight blow, and you'll stand up and yell, muck on nook no him. You don't know what you're talking about, Ma. I got a right to be a big man. 18 years old, I can get everything I want. Lots of women, lots of parties, lots of money. What do you know about fighting? A fancy dressed man knows I can fight. You've been scrubbing too long. Put up your dukes and I'll show you. But Mom was yellow. Yeah, I could have beat her easy. Well, I went out and had my first fight. I beat a fella named Sam Muckonuknu from Liverpool. The local joke. I beat him, see? $500. I brought it home. I said, Mom, that's yours. That's your money. She picked up the money with a little tear in her eye, tapped me on the head, knocked me out cold. When I came to, the fancy-dressed man was standing over me, and he said, kid, I'm dropping you and signing her. Maybe you've seen her fight on television. You'll be the new champ, Pete Rademacher. And that's how you see how I am, ladies and gentlemen. Now you see my problem. Two people within one, fighting with my own mother. What kind of a guy is this? Half man, half animal? Gotta hold myself together before it's too late. The muscles in my bones, I gotta concentrate. Today I'm 2 people, tomorrow maybe 4, the next day 8, I may disintegrate. I gotta remember to concentrate. I gotta remember to keep a toe bone connected to my foot bone and the foot bone connected to my heel bone and the heel bone connected to my ankle bone connected to my leg bone and the leg bone connected to my knee bone connected to my thigh bone and thigh bone connected to my hip bone and the hip bone connected to my backbone and backbone connected to my shoulder bone and shoulder bone connected to my neck bone and the neck bone connected to my head bone, but my head ain't connected to my brain, my mind. Losing it, my top, I'm lowering it, my lid, I'm flipping it, cause my head ain't connected to my brain. Toe bone connected, foot bone connected, heel bone connected, ankle bone connected, leg bone connected, knee bone connected, thigh bone connected, head bone connected, backbone connected, toe bone connected, foot bone, head bone connected, foot, head, ankle, leg, foot, head, back, shoulder. Ah! Schizophrenia. I'm just a crazy mixed up kid. I'm afraid I'm gonna flip my lid. I got the schizo.
Members of the audience onto the stage, try and beat the clock and win some very valuable prize. I won't tell you the rules and regulations, you know them. And now, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, when you hear the bell go, that means jackpot time, and the jackpot this evening is worth £900. Now, ladies and gentlemen, for our first contestants, we have Mr. and Mrs. Hopgood, who last week started off and didn't get very far. Do you remember? That's right, it's Mr. and Mrs. Hopgood and Angela. Come in the camera. That's it, let everybody see you. Oh, it makes me look so pretty. Thank you. Now, if you remember, Mrs. Hopgood, last week, I asked to get these 3 cylinders and your husband to have them just between you and walk up the staircase. Remember? Well, now we're going to start right from the beginning again. So what you learnt last week, you better turn facing the audience, because that's where they throw from over there, you see. Now, get them nicely settled. Then you can put your hands behind your head. All set? Because you've got a full minute to beat the clock. I want you to walk up the staircase, land on the other side. If you drop the cylinders, you have to come back and start right from the beginning again. You've got 60 seconds to beat the clock. Hands behind your head. From now. You've been practicing. I bet you've been running up and downstairs at home with a roll of lino. You haven't put treacle on your stomach, have you? Oh, they've got it organised. It's marvellous what a week's rehearsal will do. That's it, they made it! Yeah, congratulations. Well, now, that must have been very tiring for you, Mr. Hopgood, so I think you better have a rest. We'll bring a chair over for you to sit down. Here we've got a windscreen, a piece of glass. If you all sit in front of that piece of glass, you can look at the audience. And I'm going to ask you to put this crash helmet on. It's a crash helmet with a difference. It's got a little shelf on top. Now, is that nice and comfortable? Now, I'm going to place on top of that shelf a couple of paper cups. Now, you can look in the reflection and see how you're balancing them. Now, we want you, if you will, Mrs. Hopgood, to come over here, sit on this stool, and I'm going to give you some little revolvers. Each time you fire one, the young ladies will give you one that's loaded. Now, I want you to knock off one paper cup. That is the top one, so one has got to remain on the shelf. If you knock the bottom one off, the top one's got to remain on the shelf. Now, you've got 50 seconds, and all I want you to do is to fire the gun and knock off one paper cup. Are you set? You've got 50 seconds from now. Keep firing. How you doing, William Tell? That's it, you made it! Congratulations! Okay. You're finished. Now, if you'll come over here, Mrs. Hopgood, we come to our word game. If you get this, you get one of the major prizes. Stand on the first step, face the audience. Don't turn around until I tell you. Behind this curtain, there's a magnetic board. It's got a lot of words. They're all jumbled up. You've got to make a well-known phrase or sentence, and you have 30 seconds in which to beat the clock. Now, I'll open the blinds. Don't turn around till I tell you. Have a good look and don't start till I give you the word. Open the curtains, please. Have a good look, and I'll give you the word, because you've got 30 seconds from now. 30 seconds. Get moving. Oh, you made it! With 6 seconds to go. Oh, it's worse than the 11 plus, isn't it? Well, now, if you'll stand over here, take a look with me and see what you've won. You've got a radiogram and a nice, easy chair to sit on. Let your husband sit down and you sit on his lap. Congratulations. All the very best. Good luck to you. And now, Angela, who are our next contestants?
Mr. and Mrs. Heinzen from Darlington.
Mr. and Mrs. Heinzen from Darlington. I see that Mr. Heinzen is a schoolmaster. All right. What do you teach?
Children.
Children. Oh. If you had to teach girls, I'd have the job myself. Well, anyway. Now, you come all the way from, where? Darlington. From Rome. How are you? All right. That's the idea. Had any good sleeping tablets lately? No, anyway. Now, for a start, Mr. Heinzen, you come over here and let your wife rest. Jackpot. Oh! Now, this is a chance to win £900. How many lira is that? I'll ask the schoolmaster. How many, schoolmaster? You're likely to win 500,000 lira. Shouldn't happen to my agent. Well, now... You find a hat that fits you? All right. Oh, I hope some of your kids are looking in. Yeah, I know. Lord, when you get back to school, they say, oh, big head. Mrs. Heinz, you've got to bounce these balls so that they bounce under the table, through the hole, and your husband catches them in his hat. Now, to give him a chance to catch them, you've got to bounce them very, very hard. And you, Mr. Heinsohn, you mustn't come past that line. If you do, you get 3 of the best. Now, I want you to catch 3 balls, one at a time in the hat, and place them in this net. When you've got 3 balls in the net, if you can do it under 40 seconds, £900 or £500,000 lira is yours, and the best of Italian luck to you. Are you set? Then you've got 40 seconds from now. Away you go. Bounce them hard. That one didn't go through. That one didn't go through. They've got to go through the hole. That one didn't. No, neither did that one. That's, yeah, but that wasn't hard enough. Just down in the middle. Very hard. That's it. Hard luck. No, that one didn't go through. Oh, hard luck, Heinsohn, Major. You've got to duck your nut a bit for this. That's it. Hard luck. No, that one didn't go through. Yeah, oh. Keep your eye on the ball. Oh, I'm sorry, you didn't beat the clock, but it was a very good try. Now, for the next game, you take a rest, Mrs. Heinsohn. We'll get back to where we were. I've got 3 inner tubes here. Now, the object of this game is that you take the balloon. When I give you the word, you pat it up in the air as high as you can get it, because whilst it's in the air, I want you to get into an inner tube, pull it right over your body, place it down on the floor, and then pat the balloon up again. Do the same thing on the second and the third. When you've got to keep it in the air with one big high pat each time. Now, to beat the clock, you've got 50 seconds. It's up to you. Start patting the balloon now. Well, start again. Up it goes. Pat it. I wouldn't throw it. Over here. Yes, he's down again, mother. Quick. Yeah, he made it. Oh. You have a rest now after that. And now, Mrs. Heinsohn, I don't know whether they play a game in Italy called Tip Cat. I know they play a game called Tip the Waiter. But now, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give you this stick. Now, we place one little stick down there for you, and you've got to hit it. Now, by hitting it like that, you hope that it goes into the basket. If you get 2 in the basket and do it under 50 seconds, then you enter the next round. Now, your husband won his. It's up to you to win yours. You've got 50 seconds from now. Well, you stop the clock. Stop the clock. Look. There's enough trouble in the world with Sputniks. Don't you start another one. Well, hold it. Look, Mr. and Mrs. Heinsohn, unfortunately the bell's gone. Is it possible for you to come back next week? Yes. It is. Come back next week and meanwhile practice. Ladies and gentlemen, the clock's beaten us, but next week the jackpot will be £1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, well, here we are back again. That dashed along tonight. That beat the clock, didn't it? Marvellous how time flies. Only today I realised, it's my wedding anniversary. 10 years ago today, I said, I do. Yes, I do. Wasn't until today I realised what I do means. I do the washing, I do the housework, I do the cleaning. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's my privilege to introduce to you a young lady whose name is synonymous with hit tunes on records. Making her first appearance on television in this country, the fabulous Sarah Vaughan.
A secret, got a little secret. A secret, secret kind of secret. daffodil and tell the world about it. In fact, I think I will. If this isn't love, the whole world is crazy. If this isn't love, I'm daft as a daisy. With moons all around and cows jumping over. There's something amiss, and I'll eat my hat if this isn't love. I'm feeling like an apple on top of William Tell. With this I cannot grapple because you're so adorable. If this isn't love, then winter is summer. If this isn't love, my heart needs a plumber. I'm swinging on stars, riding on rainbows. I'm bursting with bliss, and I'll kiss your hand if this isn't love. Thank you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to open up my show with a number I recorded not too long ago, and I hope you're all familiar with, Poor Butterfly. There's a story told of a little Japanese sitting demurely neath the cherry blossom trees. Miss Butterfly's her name. A sweet little innocent child was she when a fine young American from the sea to her garden came. They met beneath the cherry blossoms every day, and he taught her how to love the American way, to love with her soul. 'Twas easy to learn. Then he sailed away with a promise to return. For butterfly, neath her blossoms waiting, for butterfly, for she loved him so. The moments passed into hours. The hours passed into years. And as she smiled through her tears, she murmurs low, if he don't come back, then I'll never sigh or cry. I just must die. Poor the odds were 100 to 1 against me. The world thought the heights were too high to climb, but people from Missouri never incensed me. Oh, I wasn't a bit concerned, for from history I had learned how many times the world had turned. They all laughed at Christopher Columbus when he said the world was round. They all laughed when Edison recorded sound. They all laughed at Wilbur and his brother when they said that man could fly. They told Marconi wireless was a phony. It's the same old cry. They laughed at me wanting you, said I was reaching for the moon, but ooh, you came through. Now they'll have to change their tune. They all said we never could be happy. They laughed at us and how, but who's got the last laugh? Ha ha ha. Let's ask the past laugh. Ha ha ha. Who's got the last laugh I'll never, 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 never smile again until I smile at you. I'll never laugh again. What good would it do? For tears would fill my eyes somebody.